yeah. What's up, everybody? It's the gut reactions to another Packers abysmal loss. What are we going to do at this point? This is rock bottom. Like, I don't know if the season's over. It's very, 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 very close to over. But, they've been 4-6 before. They made the NFC Championship game, so who knows? Maybe Aaron Rodgers puts on a cape and everything changes. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But so the Packers sick after a 15-9 loss to the Detroit Lions. That's right. You didn't hear that wrong. They scored 9 points. 9 points against the worst defense in the league. Thanks in no small part to 3 interceptions from one Aaron Charles Rodgers. I've already seen the people caping up for Rodgers in the comments and, of course, on my Twitter feed. And y'all are wrong. You're just wrong. You're just wrong. The entire team is built around Aaron Rodgers, and he stunk up the joint today. The entire franchise is hanging off of him, and it is in a bad spot. Now, that's not to discount that they dealt with injuries. They dealt with problems all across the board, whether it was on the offense or the defense. Although I will say the defense, I thought played like hell today, man. They were balling out. Yes, they gave up a play here or there, but when you hold a team that scores 30-plus every time they play at home and you hold them to 15 points, you're doing your job. If the offense could do anything, this is a game they win. But the offense can't do anything other than move the ball between the 20s and then shit themselves when they get inside the red zone. And also, with the game on the line, they call a timeout. Not only can they not get out of that timeout and get lined up with less than, 5 seconds on the play clock, but then it's time for Aaron Rodgers to just back foot, catapult the pass to, the dude in the front row. I have no idea. No idea on most of those throws, especially the one to Lazard up the left sideline. But were there plays called? I did hear Matt in the postgame talk about how, those weren't the reads, particularly specifically each and every time. Would love to hear the conversation between him and Aaron this week. But, Rodgers just looked like he didn't care. It looked like Mike McCarthy never left. We're just going to spread it out. Everyone run into the end zone, and Aaron, just chuck it. That's legit what it looked like the plan was at the end of the game. And speaking of the plan, the 4th down, chuck it up for Jesus play to Lazard, 5 wide, got to go empty spread. Remember when Aaron Rodgers talked about Matt LaFleur coming into Green Bay and how the difference between Matt's offense and Mike's offense was that with McCarthy's offense, oftentimes, you just had to pick a side and hope that guy won. What's different? Legit, all I see is 5 wide, empty, and then Aaron just picking a side, which, by the way, at one point, he had both Lazard and Tunyon screaming wide open over the middle. Didn't see either one of them, apparently, and, nothing. This was Rodgers' worst game of the year. It's not even close. He ended the game with a 53.5 passer rating, and that was up from the 38.7 passer rating he had when I called for Jordan Love to go in. Good Lord. All right, we got a bunch of people here in the comments. Let's get to you. Seth, what's up, man? Thanks for Super Chat. Can you ask Aaron why he's just Blake Bortles now? I'd love nothing more, but he doesn't return my calls. Uncultured, thanks to the Super Chat. Might as well start Jordan to see if he has anything before next year's draft. At least he's not a washed-up prima donna with delusions of grandeur. Woo, baby. Uncultured, I will say, there's a lot of smoke there, but there's some fire. Godsmack AR69, what a handle. Thanks to the Super Chat. Shame on the mess, another stinker. I'll always stick with this team no matter how ugly it gets, but they are having a seriously negative impact on my emotional health. At least we are all still breathing. That's a positive. Damn, that's dark, dude. Yeah, of course we're all still breathing. Man, just remember, this is entertainment. It's all good. And I don't know how much of this is tongue-in-cheek, but I just want to say, man, it's okay. It's all good, dude. It's all good. Soder, thanks for the Super Chat. The dysfunction of the offensive game plan is what it is, but Matt LaFleur needs to put his foot down and demand that the ball get snapped with at least 5 seconds on the play clock for the rest of the year. Yes, Soder. That's adorable. You're going to demand something of the $50 million a year a man? Come on now. You know that ain't going to happen. Old fashioned. Thanks to the super chat. Pack on a bad ayahuasca trip without guiding shaman. That feels apt. Josh, thank you for the super chat. My first home game ever next Sunday versus Dallas is going to be heartbreaking. After today's performance, do we stand a chance? I hope so. Whew, Josh, there's a chance. It's a very slight one. There's a chance. Now, really making things problematic are all the injuries that they suffered today. I mean, they were a mash unit by the end. So we'll see. As Aaron said in his post game, we'll see who's available. But yeah, it doesn't look great. Bill, thanks to the super chat. Nags, you saying the Packers team didn't suck last week was hilarious. Pro tip, don't drink so much during the games, Chief. Here's the thing, Bill. They looked somewhat passable last week against the best team in the league, or one of them, in their house. They stunk it up against the Lions in their house today. They suck today. They didn't suck last week. They suck today. I mean, at least know what you're looking at before you super chat. Though I do appreciate the support, Bill. John, thanks to the super chat. Aaron Favre played horrible, and Matt McCarthy can't rally the troops. Matt McCarthy. Right? That kind of rolls off the tongue. Ryan, thank you for the super chat. Might as well start Love. The look that Rodgers had walking off the field sure makes people think he might retire after the season. Yeah, I thought it was interesting when Pete Doherty asked him about how miserable he looks out there, and he thought that was an overstatement. Aaron, I hate to tell you, buddy, and you guys know me. I'm not body language police, but he does look pretty miserable. But I guess he's not miserable, so that's good to know. Chris, thanks for the super chat. At least we won't have to be disappointed with an early playoff exit this year. Damn, man. Damn. I will say, there was a very specific moment late in the game where I was like, well, at least I won't miss Olive's birthday, because Olive has a birthday in January, and oftentimes Packers have playoff games falling on her birthday or around her birthday that caused me to miss it because I'm on the road when I was on the beat, or I have to be here instead of at home. So yeah, I'll be home for Olive's birthday, so that's good. We don't hate Rodgers, we just love the Packers. Cheese, curds, and beer. That is perfectly stated. Well stated. Very, very good. Joe Mailman, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Worst red zone offense ever? Man, I don't know about ever, but it's certainly in the discussion, especially after that last sequence. I mean, that was a collection of garbage, those last 3 plays. Ed, thanks for the super chat. 3-6 sucks, but 3-6 without a boatload of draft picks just really, really sucks. Not trading Aaron Rodgers is looking more and more like a historically bad decision. Hope to be proven wrong. I mean, you and Brian Gutekunst both. Andy, damn, Packers fans down bad. LOL, I'm sorry. Andy, what do you expect? They're 3-6 and they just lost to the Lions. I mean, yeah. You're surprised? Why exactly? Tyler, thanks for the super chat. Oh, Jesus. The Brewers have won more recently than the Pack. God damn. That is, ow. I mean, wow. Kenneth, thanks for the super chat. How many years can Matt LaFleur miss the playoffs until fired? Hopefully not more than 2. Don't want this to become Bart Starr 75 through 84 situation. Bart Starr was figuring it out at the end, and he should have been kept. He should have been retained. Ask anybody from that era. Ask Larry McCarron. That said, Matt LaFleur literally just signed a contract extension. So he ain't going anywhere. Preston, thanks for the super chat. If we miss the playoffs, do you think the decision to not trade Rodgers in the offseason will be looked at as disastrous as drafting Tony Mandrich? No, I do not. Jordan, thanks for the super chat. We heard Matt talk about trying to run the ball down at the goal line. When are they going to move away from the shotgun dive / blast nonsense? Get under center and get your running back moving downhill. I agree with that, Jordan. I know they did it one time and came up a bit short. They did move the ball like a yard. I say 4 times, go, run it all 4 times. Get your guy with a head of steam and go, rather than the shotgun stuff that they love to do, especially love it more than trying to throw a slant to Alan Lazard, who can't hold on to the slant anyway, as we saw earlier in the game. But then Aaron Rodgers throws it into a dude's helmet. Yes, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. What else we got? What else we got, folks? What happened to we have to run Aaron more? Completely forgotten. I love the fact that they came out and just kept throwing it and throwing it and throwing it, and not to Aaron Jones. They just hate Aaron Jones. What are you going to do? And I understand Aaron Jones got banged up and wasn't available at the end. I'm talking about the very beginning of the game. We'll go back and watch it if you have the stomach. Because they were like, Aaron Jones? We don't need to get the ball to Aaron Jones. I mean, until they understand that Aaron Jones is a superstar and treat him as such, this is just ridiculous. They're just legit cutting off their nose to spite their face. And I don't know why. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers needs to be the center of everything, but he shouldn't be. It should be Aaron Jones. But they flat out refuse to make that the case. Ed, thanks to Super Chat. Panic button is on a beach in Aruba. I'm down with that. Let's get there. Joe's Home Theater, thanks to the Super Chat. I was taking my dog mad after this game. Take my dog? I know we don't have the same talent, but damn, our offense doesn't even look like it's the same scheme as in 2020. Like, not even close. Not even close. Way, way too much what Aaron's comfortable with from his McCarthy days in this offense. Way too much. Finn, thanks to the Super Chat. Worst Packers team you seen? 80s were bad, but wow. Oh. Yeah, no, this rivals the late 80s. I'll say that. Definitely. Robin, thanks for joining the Carry the G Club. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Too old for this. Thanks for the Super Chat. It seems like Matt LaFleur is between a rock and a hard place as long as 12 is still around. I love Rodgers, but I wish he'd play along. Matt won't be honest. I agree with that first part. Matt LaFleur is definitely between a rock and a hard place as long as 12 is still around. There is zero question there. Joseph, thanks for the Super Chat. This offense is so hard to watch, Nag. Sheesh. Yes, I wish I had more for you, but yes, it is. It is impossible to watch because they refuse to be who they should be. They refuse. They flat out refuse. They want to be something they're not. And until they come to Jesus about that, they're going to continue to be hard to watch. Aaron Krause. You clowns saying Aaron Rodgers looks miserable. Fuck yeah, he's miserable. Losing games is not fun. You know how you win games? Don't throw 3 picks. Hand it off to your back instead of throwing it into a dude's helmet. Actually get it out over the top for your fucking offensive tackle for whatever reason you call that garbage-ass play. Like, yo, yes, you're right. Losing sucks. Don't contribute to losing. Good God. Mark J is here, baby. 11-6. That's it. That's the Super Chat. 11-6. Mark, I love it. You're carrying the G, baby. Eric, thanks to the Super Chat. Packers' strategic loss to keep Bryce Young out of Detroit, playing the long game. Look at you. That's 4D chess, baby. That is some 4D chess from the Green Bay Packers. Adrian Wright, thanks for the Super Chat. How much of this is the result of collective trauma from our playoff disasters in 20 and 21? Not much, if at all. Luke, thanks to the Super Chat. Man, I'm a huge half glass full guy, but this is really tough. I feel like Watkins and Rodgers have zero chemistry. You ain't lying. Kenneth, thanks to the Super Chat. Toure would have had a big, albeit imperfect day had Rodgers not underthrown him twice. Yeah, but Toure also made that great play and Rodgers hits him, and I hear you. It's tough. Do I think Rodgers retires at the end of the year? I do not, Sean. Sir Alex, thanks to the Super Chat. I know it's bad, guys. I'm hurting too, but for a second, can we show some love for Toure? Love it when he's on the field and hope he gets more playing time. I'm with you. He had that one kind of miss, but other than that, I thought he played really well. I'm with you. Toure, more playing time? Yes, please. Bakhtiari red zone pass was top shelf tankeration. It was weird, man. It was weird. The pass to Bakhtiari reminded me of the pass to Peppers in New Orleans. except in New Orleans, in that game in particular, helped turn the season around. So maybe there's the same kind of effect from 2014. They changed a lot of things after that game. Maybe that happens here. I doubt it, but maybe. Dustin, thanks to the super chat. Will Levi's will look great at starting QB in green and gold in 2 years. Love the Packers, but this is just a year that isn't for us. Bad years happen. Bad years happen in a big, big way. Tyler, thanks again. Will looking into McCarthy's eyes break 12's curse? Oh, man, I can't wait for Mike to be back in Lambeau. It's going to be amazing. Corey, thanks for the super chat. I feel bad for Aaron Jones. Deserves so much better. Give him the damn ball. Well, hey, he'll probably be in another uniform next year, so maybe he'll get better wherever he goes. Overshadow Sean, thanks to the super chat. Why? So many reasons why, Overshadow. So many reasons why. Time to get ready for the draft. Not quite yet. Uncultured Barbarian, the team broke Tom Grossi. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's going on over at Grossi's stream? No, please. Grossi, buddy. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, Tom. Come on, man. Right here. We're carrying the G. It's going to be all right, bud. It's going to be okay. Brett, thanks for the super chat. I hope McCarthy runs it up next week. He was done dirty here. Fans love to complain about him, but his offenses were never this bad. Oh, Brett, I don't know if you remember 2018. I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, the man literally scored 0 points in his head coaching debut. Let's slow down on his offenses were never this bad. That said, yeah, you don't think he wants to pour gas on it? Oh, hell yes, he does. As far as done dirty here, I don't know. I think the Packers did as much as they could to support him and gave him as much leash as possible. I will say I'll never understand firing him with 4 games left in the year on a season that was clearly lost. I think that is where you have a case. But outside of that, I think the Packers are pretty good to Mike. Joe, thanks for the super chat. Goody and Matt LaFleur are safe through at least 2023, right? Right, Joe. 100%. What else we got? M, what's up, man? How long will Matt LaFleur let 12 hold this team hostage? As long as he wants to play. And thanks to the super chat. Thoughts? So many thoughts. So little time. Michael, thanks to the super chat. Is this defense underrated? I feel like we're legit top 10, though not the dominant force we were expecting. All right. It's because you held down the Lions for an afternoon. Let's just chill on dominant. They were up to the task today. I'll give them that. And this loss is certainly not on them. Come on, Nags. We were headed for an 8-game losing streak. Fishhawk, come on, buddy. That ain't carrying the G. Let's go. Let's pull out of this. Let's do it. I mean, I don't know. Probably. But who knows? Blow it up after the season. Lee 86. I keep seeing this. Blow it up. How are they going to blow it up? They've got Rodgers signed for at least 1 more season, if not 2, at $50+ million a year. They've got Goody and LaFleur, who have literally just re-signed contract extensions. There's no blowing it up. This is your team. These are the people in charge and the head of the team. This is the face of the franchise and the coach and the GM for the foreseeable future. There is no blowing it up. That is not going to happen. See, Brett. Look at Brett. Brett's right here carrying the G. 1 game out of the wild card. Play for this season only and worry about next year. Thank you. That is 1,000% the correct response. Although, God, the response that we're going to see against the Cowboys next week. Dustin, thanks for the super chat. When do we get the run-to-table / relax talk from Rodgers? Maybe at his locker on Wednesday. Here's hoping, because we certainly didn't get it post-game. No doubt. All right, everybody, I'm going to have to get going. I can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day, including after tough losses like the one we just watched. Jonathan gets the last super chat. They can't get out of their own way. Just bad. Shaking my head. Yes. 1,000% correct. Please do me a monster favor and hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family, Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. I'll be back tomorrow with Packers Daily. Go Pack Go.